Yo, what is up? This is iGuru back with a live gameplay review, and today's the 1st of December, and I checked the Wargaming website, and today is the first day of the Advent calendar. And up for sale today is a brand new light tank called the T-92. And at some point in this month, this tank will go up for sale, which is the T-34-85M. One of the T-34-85s. There's the standard T-34-85, there's the Rudy, there's this one, there's the Type 58, and this one is the number one. This is the top dog. This is the one you want to get when the sale comes on. And that's because I'm going to show you why you need to get this. You will get this tank. This tank is a Stronghold's favorite because this is just a credit printer in this tier. I'm trying to concentrate on this game and provide commentary, so forgive me if it's not that great. Oh my god, that was terrible. I gave up a lot of HP there. But I will try to conserve my HP here while the rest of my team does some work. We are in tier 6 strongholds, and this is a game mode that I play a lot in this tank. In fact, this is a game mode I play exclusively in this tank. This is the only game mode I play in this tank at the moment. But I will bring you a live gameplay on random battles, just to show you how good this tank is. The purpose I was doing this live for you in Strongholds is because I'm so confident on the results of this tank and how good it is. I think this is the 5th or 6th Strongholds game we've had today, and we haven't lost. One of the reasons we haven't lost is because this tank is just so good. Oh, I'm gonna die? Yes, I am. But I did manage to do 1394 damage, and just in a minute I'm gonna show you how much credit that yields. Okay, 1394 damage in Strongholds tier 6, and we also have clan boosters on. And the clan boosters give me 75% additional credits on top of what I normally receive. So without credits I was going to get 55,000, with the boosters another 41,000, a whopping 92,000 credits just for that one game. So if there was any reason for you to get this tank during the Advent calendar, this would be the reason. Get yourself one of these and play tier 6 strongholds with your clanmates. Turn on some boosters and get print credits basically. Now, out of all the credit makers in tier 6, this would be, I would say, number 1. The second best tank, it would be the Cromwell B. And the third best tank would probably be the Type 64. Because in tier 6 strongholds, the meta is mobility and DPM. And the T-34-85M is a balance between the Cromwell and the 64. The 64, of course, great mobility, great DPM, but basically no armor at all. While the Cromwell has great mobility and DPM, but it's got a terrible gun. The 34-85M is actually something which is in between those two tanks. And it is the boss of tier 6 strongholds. You need to run at least 3 of these for a successful campaign, or for a successful stronghold session, I would say. I'm gonna predict that we're gonna win this one as well. Just because we are really good at what we do. We have the right tanks, although the weakest tank here is that AC4 experimental you see. But we're gonna give him a pass because we have the carrying power. Looks like one of the guys is AFK, or he's got some problems logging into the game. But that shouldn't be a problem. We can deal with this 5v6. And he will probably log in soon and join us. Let me try and get one shot into him and then get to safety. And then see if I can get one more shot here. No, I can't. Let's get to safety. I will pre-aim for him if he decides to pop out. Oh no, there's one guy down there. Let's help out the team. I really should pre-aim that A43. Oh, there's a Cromwell there. My armor bounced some, which is quite useful. I'm being focused on, but they've completely missed me. See if I can get this guy again. Nope. Looks like my AFK friend is back. We're gonna try and stay out of trouble here. Okay, I'm gonna hide here for a minute while my team takes care of those guys in the base. That Cromwell and the A43 needs to be taken care of. Once they're taken care of, then I can push forward and use my HP. Let's see if we can punish this Hellcat. One shot on him. I need one more shot. He's dead. That A43 shouldn't be a problem. Let me go forward and help my team out here. This is already in the bag. Oh my god, I missed that. And he's done. Now I'm not going to bother driving all the way there, so I'm just going to go to the cap. I've done 1132 damage, which is good enough for, let's say, 80,000 credits, including the boosters. So that's how good this tank is. Now, I've never played this tank on the random battles, so I'm going to take you for a random battle game just to show you how good this tank is. And I'm going to show you that I actually really haven't played one game on random battles. I've actually played like maybe 1,000 games in strongholds, but not even one in random battles. So I'll end this video here and then continue with the random battles. Oh, well, not end this video. I mean, let me show you how much credits I make first. So the first game I made 92,000 credits. Let's see how many credits we make on this game. Come on, come on, come on. I hope I remember to do a random battles later. So I was top damage there again. 74,000, well, not really 86,000 short of 80, but 44,000 without boosters, another 33,000 because we have the 75% credit boosters. That's why that's 74,000. Okay, so I'm going to sign off here and play a game in random battles later. So here we go. This is my first game in the T-34-85M. As you can see, no data yet, which means this is going to be my first game. Now I've got the vents, rammer and optics on this tank, and I have 5 skill crew, and the crew, as you can see, some of them have not I've not put up all the entire crew thing. That's because I'm going to transfer them to a light tank soon. So I'm just using this as a crew trainer in strongholds. Now with this tank, I'm running vents. Now if you don't have a experienced crew 5 skill, if you have like a brand new crew, I'd recommend you use a gun lane drive and then switch the gun lane drive out to the vents once you have 2 or 3 skills. Now as soon as this game started in, is this Muravanka it is, and I noticed that none of the tier 8s are with me, only the Moods is with me, and immediately I know this game is a loss already, because the 110 and the Scorpion, the other 2 tier 8 tanks that are in our team, have gone to the west side, which is always the losing side. West side is useless on this map. Always try to win it on the east side. So what I'm going to do is, because I don't have the kind of support that I need, I'm going to sit out here and snipe them as they push forward towards us, and that's the best I can do. All I can do is just try to farm as much damage as possible, delay them as much as possible. Hopefully those guys on the west side see what we're doing and they will push on forward and eliminate everything on the west side and then eventually win this game for us. But looks like that Moods is trying to go forward and being brave, but that's not a good idea. He's gonna just sit there, and I think that's the best place for him. He can spot while the rest of us try to snipe. The best we can do here on the east side is slow the advancing team down. That's the best we can do. Let's talk a little bit about the T-34-85M. It has 144 penetration on AP shells and 194 penetration on APCR shells. Now I'm gonna shoot APCR by default if I am bottom tier. If I'm facing up against tier 8 tanks, I'm always going to be shooting APCR. But if you are top tier in tier 6 game, shooting AP shells is not a problem for you. You do about 180 damage per shot, and it has a DPM of 2165, which is really good for an 85 caliber gun. It has a shell velocity of 950, so it's not exactly the fastest shooting shells, but with the APCR you get faster shooting shells. The maximum range on this is no idea actually. But let's talk about the aim time. The aim time is 2.11 seconds. And if you have a good crew and stuff like that, you can bring it down significantly. I'm gonna try and fire on this Lorraine. Oh, looks like that Moods has fallen back right next to me, and so we are submitting to our fate, I guess. We're just gonna defend here as long as possible and try to do as much damage as possible before we eventually will die. What's good about this tank is, why is it better than the other T-34-85Ms, the Type 58 and the Rudy? It's the frontal armor. The front armor is 75mm thick, and with its sloped angle and stuff, you can get some kind of like funky bounces. You get troll armor sometimes. And as you can see, my gun depression there isn't working for me. This gun I think probably has something like 7 degrees, which is really terrible, to be honest with you. But it's not terrible to the extent that you can't, not playable, but it's not that great. So anyway, I get to farm this guy for almost all his health, and that's the best I can do now. I'm just gonna die and the game is over for me, but I'll still end up finishing top in damage, I guess, damage or XP or something like that, because I did 1300, and this guy let us down, the 110. He didn't push the west side. Instead he hung around on the middle, you know, tried to help us up from the middle, which is really poor. If only the tier 8s pushed with us on the east side, we would have easily won this game. Look at this Scorpion, he's just hiding. That's the thing about playing in these low tier games. You get a lot of new players who don't really know what they're doing, but that's okay. That's what you expect from low tier games anyway. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if this tank, which eventually will come up on the advent calendar one of these days, get it for yourself. It's going to be really great for you, whether it's in strongholds or in random battles. you're going to make a lot of credits, and it's probably going to cost around 16 US dollars. There I am, top damage. I'm not sure if I'm top damage, but I'm definitely top XP. So hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you will consider getting this tank. This is one of the best tanks in this game. Don't miss it out when it comes out on the advent calendar. Oh, by the way, I also won a tier 6 tournament in this tank yesterday, Thursday, and I won a type 62 in the Movember Mustache edition or something like that. So thanks, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you again soon, man. Bye.